Hey guys, this is gonna be a Diablo Immortal video. I've been playing this game for a couple of weeks, and I think personally the gameplay of Diablo Immortal is really okay. I think it's fine. A lot of people are saying that the pay-to-win element in this game is disgusting. I can't agree. The pay-to-win is really bad in this game, but I feel like the gameplay is okay. Alright, and I've been playing this game for probably 1 or 2 hours every day, and at this moment I feel like I kind of enjoy it. Alright, so I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna make some content on Diablo Immortal, and this video is gonna be me making a guide on the class Barbarian. That's the class I'm playing. I'm gonna share with you guys, in my opinion, the best PVE build for Barbarian. Absolutely insane damage, single target or AoE. Alright, so let's just get right into it. This is me, my character. I spent some money on the game, but it doesn't really matter because let's just ignore the gems. Obviously, I have really good gems, but in this video, I want to show you guys what the legendary combination and the sets are the best for Barbarian for PVE content. Alright, so let me just get to the legendary essence transfer, so I can give you guys a better image about what legendary to use for Barbarian. This is gonna be dedicated for PvE content. The PvP build is gonna be completely different. Maybe I'm gonna make another video showcasing the PvP of Barbarian. Alright, so I've progressed to level 71 on the challenge rift. Alright, so let me show you guys the legendaries of Barbarian. So let me show you guys Barbarian's legendary. I have most of the legendaries. Not all of them, but I have some, like all the best ones I have collected. Alright, so for the helmet, if we're talking about PvE only, this is gonna be the best one. Wrath of Berserker duration increased by 30%. This is gonna be the best one. Alright, and for the chest plate, there are different choices, right? But I think if you use Furious Charge as your skill, this is gonna be the best one. All damage you deal increased by 10%. This is gonna last for 5 seconds. Alright, and Furious Charge is 10-second cooldown and has 3 charges. So this is gonna have a very long uptime. Alright, so I think the rest is not as good as this one. But if you want to pick one, this one is also really good. Ferocious Scale. Whirlwind occasionally throw out tornadoes that deals damage. This one's also really good, and this one can also benefit from haste because the faster your whirlwind does damage, like you will get more tornadoes up. This one is also really good, but like the best one is still this one. All damage increased by 10% after use Furious Charge. And for the shoulder, again, like for the PvE content, you're pretty much gonna use Whirlwind all the time. And this is just gonna be the best. Whirlwind damage increased by 10%. Simple, right? Maybe you can use this one. Hell's Legacy. Sprint also leaves a trail of flames. This one is also good if you decide to use Sprint. And for the rest, you might say that like Wrath of Berserker cooldown decrease is also viable, but feel like it only decreased cooldown for like 4 seconds. You can just wait 4 seconds. I don't really think this is a big deal. And yeah, it's basically this one or the sprint one. Alright, so for the paints here, it's gonna be Earthquake. Alright, this is the best one here. This one, Furious Charge, can knock up enemies. This one is for PvE. So for PvP. Maybe I'll make a video about PvP later. For the rest, like really, I don't see anything that special. All right, like maybe this one's also variable. Rock Spike, Ground Stomp, now affect all nearby enemies. This one's also viable, but it's not as good as this one. Like it becomes Earthquake. I will talk about the gear sets I'm using later. All right, because it's synergized with the gear sets I'm using. And for the weapon, this is simple. Whirlwind radius increase, but movement speed decrease. This is the best one here. And for the rest, like pretty much all these are for PvP. You're not gonna use these. And then for the offhand, this is pretty much the most important legendary of Barbarian. Alright, like Wrath Berserkers now increase crit hit chance instead of attack speed. This is so important because it gives you 50% crit rate, and it's huge. The damage boost is insane. And for the rest, a lot of them are about Hammer of Ancient. You're not gonna use this skill very often, to be honest. Alright, so that's my current build. Alright, it's gonna do a lot of damage. Let me show you guys my gear set I'm using. That's gonna be the left row here, accessory. You will start to get them after you reach Paragon level. It means after level 60, you went to Hell 1 and Hell 2. So this is the best set for Barbarian in PVE. For PvP, you are not gonna use this set. Alright, let's take a look at this. It's called Grace of Flagrant. Alright, so all continual damage, channel damage, and persistent ground damage increased by 15%. I have two skills that can benefit from this. One is the Earthquake. It's the keyboard 3 here, and number 4 is gonna be Whirlwind. Both of these skills benefit from the 2-step bonus, which is damage increased by 15%. And the 4-step bonus is each time you damage an individual enemy 5 times, you will do this additional damage to an enemy. Like, damage an individual enemy 5 times, it's so easy to do. You just put up the ground stomp, and then you start to use Whirlwind. I will show you guys later. It's insane damage, and it can crit, which means it will benefit from Wrath of Berserker. Alright, so I think this is the most optimal build if the PvE content is doable. Alright, there is a shoulder that can also. Alright, I just showcased this. There is a shoulder that there's this one, Hell's Legacy. Sprint also leaves a trail of flames and deal continuous damage. Right, this one is also really good, synergized with the set I just used. This is persistent ground damage. Alright, and it deals damage. The damage ticks really fast, and it can benefit from the 4-step bonus that I'm using. That is, if you damage an individual enemy 5 times, you will do additional damage. The reason I'm using Furious Charge is I'm using Chip of Stoneflesh. This one here, it requires me to do a crowd control. So Furious Charge is a crowd control. Like, if I use Sprint here, I don't have any skill that can do crowd control. That's the reason I'm doing this. You guys, if you guys don't use chips, and you don't really have to do a crowd control skill, right? So yeah, that's basically the best combination of skills, legendary, and sets for the PvE content. Alright, but like, if you are doing Challenge Rift, alright, and the Challenge Rift is really difficult, like, I would use a different skill. I'll showcase that later. So let me just maybe do a quick showcase of my current combination. What content can I showcase? Alright, let's just do a Path of Blood. This is the simplest content I can showcase. This skill combination is absolutely crazy, the damage it can do. Alright. Oh, by the way, I didn't talk about base attack. Alright. So for the skill based attack, primary attack, there are two choices. This one or Frenzy. I always go with Frenzy because for this one, like, I don't know, I think Frenzy just gives you so much more single target damage, and as a Barbarian, you really shouldn't worry about really shouldn't worry about AoE damage. Barbarian AoE is insane. Alright, so let's just do a Path of Blood. I'm at level 69. This is trash mobs, so I'm just gonna AoE them down instantly. Look at this. Look at this. See the special effect here? That means I damaged them 5 times. They took extra damage, and that's it. Insane damage. Alright, and this combination also works really well in boss stage because you can use Furious Charge to dodge a lot of boss skills. So let me showcase here. Alright, there's 3 boss here. Let's just completely destroy them. Look at this damage. Not quite. Actually, it might be a little bit challenging here. I actually have to try. Okay, you cannot use potion here. Let's just use a ground stomp, and they're gonna take a lot of extra damage. take one more hit, I die. Think about that. It's absolutely fucking intense. Okay. See, the whirlwind range is really large. That's also a good thing here. See, I can still damage them like this. I just put up ground stomp. One of them died. See, I can damage them like this. Basically melee kite. See, I just use whirlwind as well. I just damage them 5 times. They take extra damage. That's it. I thought it's gonna be a lot easier. Alright, that was a bit intense. I didn't dodge any skills. So that's basically how you do it. But there's another build. I don't use this build for Challenge Rift, alright? Because Challenge Rift is a little bit harder, right? You take some hit, you just die. Alright, let me show you guys a different build. I'm gonna show you guys a build that I use for challenge content only. This one is I use it for non-challenge content. You just AoE everything down. Alright, so let me just go to Essence Transfer. I'm gonna show you guys a different build here. I use that build specifically for Challenge Rift. Alright, so let's go here. The skill I'm gonna take out is gonna be Wrath of Berserker. I know Wrath of Berserker gives the most damage, right? But like, it doesn't help my survivability. So I'm gonna take, which one is it? Yeah, I think it's this one. Demoralize is replaced with an intimidating shot that deals damage to nearby enemy and decrease their attack and movement speed. I'm gonna use this one. Alright, for the offhand, I'm gonna replace it with this one. I know it looks terrible, right, this one, but it's synergized with the helmet really well. Demoralize duration increased by 30%. So that means I'm gonna use demoralizing as my second skill here. I'm gonna take out Wrath of Berserker. I'm gonna use this one. So I'm not gonna have any crit because I just took out my damage ability. But like, if we take a look at this skill here, demoralize. All right, look at this skill. It deals damage and it reduces their attack and movement speed by 60% for 6 seconds, and duration is increased by 30%. This massively helps you survivability in Challenge Rift because all the trash mobs in Challenge Rift is also really hard, right? All these trash mobs hit so hard and you have to take demoralize. Alright, maybe I can showcase a Challenge Rift for like a minute. Alright, probably not gonna complete it. See, just gonna showcase how I deal with the trash mobs here. One. Alright, so this is, let's keep it going. Let's just go straight. Alright, let's just gather them here. So it's a really bad map. Really bad. Alright, I'm gonna use demoralizing. They move so slow, and I just damage them with my bonus set bonus. Take a look at this effect here. Alright, this is bad. Just damage them, demoralize. Okay, I died. So that's awkward, but that's basically the strategy here. I just kite them, and use demoralize. Their movement speed is very low, and I can just kind of melee kiting them with whirlwind. Right now, I just couldn't deal with it. It's a little bit too hard for me, so I'm gonna quit. That's just the build I'm using for Challenge Rift. All right. Look at these. All these mobs move so slow because I use demoralize on them. Alright, I'm gonna quit. That's too hard for me. So yeah, anyways, I think that's gonna be my Barbarian PVE guide. Let me know what you guys think. Alright, there are definitely other sets that works, but honestly this one, Grace of the Flagellant, I think this one is the best. Alright, increase continual damage, persistent ground damage, and each time you deal damage to an enemy 5 times, you do extra damage. This one is just simply the best. And there are other sets that works. Let me show you guys. Hold on, which one is it? Alright, I think it's this one. Vithus Urges. Alright, this one also works, but it's not as good as the one I'm using. Alright, increase duration of beneficial effect on you by 30%. It's really good. It will increase the duration of my legendary here, which is this one. All damage you deal increased by 10% after using Furious Charge. It will benefit from the set as well, and it will also the Bottle Hope is gonna benefit from the set as well. Also the Wrath of Berserker, right? This one is really good for Barbarian, but it's not as good as the one I'm using. And then increase target's attack speed by 30% each time you use a skill that grant you a buff. That's also really good, right? 30% haste, basically. But again, I don't think this set is as good as the one I'm using, but I think it's viable, alright? Maybe with different skill combinations. Alright, so that's gonna be it for the guide for today. What you guys think, let me know. I know the challenge rift is a little bit awkward, alright, I died. But yeah, that's just the skill combination I'm using for challenge rift. I use Demoralize. This one is really good, alright? Like sometimes I even use this for PvP. Alright, so yeah, maybe I'm gonna make another video talking about Barbarian PvP later. So yeah, that's gonna be it. Let me know what you guys think. Probably this video is not gonna get a lot of views because this is Diablo Immortal. Alright, so yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.